Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tina with Printable Farm Life, and I'm going to tell you it's that time of year. If you have kids, you have graduation at some point in their life. And this is our second graduation. And so we're a little bit practiced at this, and we learned a lot the first time as far as throwing a open house, graduation party, celebration kind of a thing. I know not everybody does this and not every kid wants this, and that is perfectly fine. Our daughter just basically said, I don't want a party. I just want to do the family dinner thing and be done. And that is up to her. She has 2 more years before we get to her, and she might change her mind, but she might not. Who knows? But we have a son graduating this year. So excited. And let me tell you, planning it can be a little overwhelming, but it can be done on a budget. Let me go get my other notes. Hold on. Okay. So this year, I have my notes, and I will bring them in a minute. This year, I've made this up, and it kind of streamlines all the notes and things, and it brings it so it's easier in my planner to kind of organize my thoughts, organize and check off the boxes of being able to do things. And so I'm going to share this with you down in the description below. There should be a link or two. I'm going to share this in the classic size and letter size. And that's what I have done for now. And so I'm going to go over a little bit. So there's the date, location, and the budget. Don't do a party without a budget. Well, let me tell you. Keep it in budget, keep it under budget if you can. Do your best, and it'll be less stressful, especially if you can save the money for it ahead of time and have it just set there. So on this sheet, I have boxes with check boxes for food, decor, drinks, and miscellaneous. And I'll show you mine in a minute. And on the back, or the second one, I have layout, and I'll explain that in a minute. Important phone numbers. Okay, so if you have the venue, if you have a caterer, if you have anything, any important phone numbers. And then I have 2 boxes that are blank for what I would consider miscellaneous notes that don't fit anywhere else. So it's a very simple little sheet, but I will show you it has brought a whole lot of like organization. So our budget is $500. We told the kids, and you can do this too. The boys have opted for the party. So the choice is we save $500 aside for each kid for graduation. They can either do the party, and we spend that $500 to put the party on, or they cannot do the party and we just give them the $500 to go in their bank account or for them to buy something that they really want. And then we'll take them out to a nice family dinner at a restaurant of their choice within reason. I mean, obviously we're not going to go eat, $100 plate dinner. So it's, our kids are pretty down to earth. We're country, so we're not really all that fancy. But you'll also see with the food choices, we're not that fancy. And keep in mind, it's not about the food. It's not about the decor. It's about the kid. It's about your child's accomplishments. And that, so you can see I have the food here, and I kind of put a rough estimate, like meatballs I have planned. I'm not micromanaging and micro making a whole lot this time. So I'm going to get 4 to 5 bags of meatballs, and then chicken nuggets, and then we're going to do veggie tray and things like that. So I put the price kind of down here. The big thing we're splurging on is the cakes. We're spending $80 in cake. But let me tell you, this lady is phenomenal. Her cakes are amazing, and I love it. So this time we're also doing it a little differently. And so I have decor. So we're going to use his sports banners. We're going to have some trifold boards that we have already decorated one. We have to decorate the other one. We'll go to the store and get balloons. We have tablecloths for the tables. Miscellaneous, I put, the Bible and the playing cards to sign that he wants. That's just for him, for the table. And then the table coolers, which I will address in a minute. We've picked out drinks, and don't forget the ice. Luckily, we will be in town this time. Pretty much says sports on it for, I had that paper clip to something else. I don't know where the rest of them went. Anyway, so as far as layout, this is, I did this because this helped last time and I don't have it left, but this is basically the room that we are using, the fellowship hall at the church. And this is how we want to set it up. And so I basically just I blocked off where obviously the bathroom and kitchens are because we can't use that. This is a Sunday school room. We can't really use that. But I did put the doors. You're going to want to put doors in here. And I just put them as little slashes. And then I designed with my son, we figured out how we're going to lay things out as far as like food, desserts, the gift and sign, his display, because we'll have like his awards, his, what do you call it? The Letterman jacket with his picture boards and everything, and his sports banners and things like that. So that's what we'll do. And we'll have a table here for gift cards and for them to, or I should say gifts or / cards, not gift cards. And then like for signing, like if they want to sign the card and leave him because he's getting playing cards that are blank. So he wants them to be portable so he can have them write on it and leave him a message and then put it to the side. And then he will collect all those and he'll have that to kind of go on. This is important phone numbers. I did not, that's not my phone number, so I'm not going to share that. This one I put condiments, ingredients that I need to get or make sure that are packed. And so I just kind of bullet pointed these down. It's very simple. As you can see, this is something that I don't really decorate. And not everything in your planner has to be decorated. So I'm going to show you what I did the first time. And this was in 2021. And this, I just used some Happy Planner note pages. So for food, again, I just wrote lists and decor and things. And we had to buy a lot more for this. This one was outside. And I will put pictures up here in a minute and show you. But there's the drinks. And then I put, these are personal invites because they didn't have like Facebook or something like that. But this is a setup, things that we were trying to figure out if, how many tables and things like that to get. So, and then on this one, it's just random notes that I had to throw out. Just kind of like my check off and working on it. And then apparently I have notes for Samsung. But on this main page, the purchase, I highlighted it in one color if I had purchased it and then ahead of time. And then the pink was the day of because I needed to get the balloons and the ice that day. But I want to go over with you. And I will put pictures up here of our setup so that you can see how we did this outside. We, at this one, had to get, what do they call them? Those tent things. They're like canopies. We got 2 of those. And so we had some shade for that. We also had borrowed some banquet chairs and tables from my cousin. Luckily, we were able to do that, and that really helped out. So when you can, here's a tip: borrow things. If you don't have a place to store them. If you don't want to purchase them, see if you can borrow them. If you go to church and you're still doing this at your house, ask your church, because sometimes they'll let you take the tables and chairs and things like that as long as you bring them back in this condition you took them in. They're more than happy to do that. So we did that. We had some camp chairs. And then for food, we had another 2.5 tables, 3 tables, something like that. We had several anyway. But you can see on this table here, we had they call them table coolers. And it's just a blow up kind of a mini pool for like drinks and food. And so we set up like a drink station and threw ice in it and just kind of nestled the drinks in there so that they would stay cool. And then we had a little bucket for chips and a little basket for the silverware and the napkins. And then on this other side, we did crock pots with an outdoor extension cord. We did not use an indoor one. But we did crock pots because in this one we did hamburgers, brats, and hot dogs. And we wanted to make sure that we grilled them out, and we wanted to have extra. So if we had like an influx of people, then we had plenty. So we had that. And then again, we had another table cooler for like, I think we had a fruit salad and potato salad. So we wanted to keep that cool. So again, as far as decor, we literally just set up a table in front of the porch and used the porch. We decorated the front porch. We decorated the garage a little bit. And that, but as you can see, it was very simple. We didn't go all out. We had, since he was in sports, we had the trifold board with his miniature sports banner and his best times on it over his career. Then we had pictures of him throughout the years, and just it was very nicely maintained, and it wasn't too big. Off to the left there, you'll see the Jenga set. And we had people sign Jenga pieces and put a funny memory or a piece of advice. And that worked out really well. Everyone enjoyed that, and it was just great fun. And he has that to remember everything by. So if you don't have a lot of money, you can do it very cheaply. You don't have to go all out. You can borrow, you can use what you have. And like for games, we had a foosball table, cornhole, and volleyball. And then also we had our basketball hoop out so that they could do that. So just remember, this doesn't have to be extreme. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be like anybody else's. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Do what works for you. That's the main goal. That's the main message here. But do remember to go down in the description box and get a copy of this, because this is, you can print this out or make one like this. Just separate them out. I think the main thing is separating it out and then finding a system. Like I put, like, as I bought things, I just would come home and highlight them out. And that left me able to read them and still be able to know that I did buy that and it was completed. But this is a free printable for you down below. And I hope that this has helped somebody in some way. And I hope you all enjoy your graduates and celebrate them in any way that is comfortable for you and your family. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.